If you are curious about what you should do for a career or what you should do for a living, you've come to the right place. Allow me to give you a psychic reading on that. Hi, I'm Kim, your certified crazy lady. I do psychic readings and make vlogs about my life as a psychic witch. This is a pick a card reading about what you should do for a career. I know a lot of people wonder, you know, what's the best job for me? What's the best career for me? What's the best way for me to make my living? And I'm here to help you out with that. I'm going to shuffle through and pick 3 cards, and then you are going to choose the card that resonates with you. And then in the timestamps below or in the chapters at the bottom of the video, you will go to your reading. I'm going to pick 3 cards. You're going to look at them. You're going to choose the one that resonates with you. The one, just trust yourself, trust your magic, just trust in it. Don't overthink it, okay? Just the card that your eyes are like, oh, why am I looking at that one? That's it. That's because it's your card, all right? So we're going to do that, and then you're going to choose your card. And then I'm going to, which is new for me, I'm going to take you through choosing the piles. So there's going to be 3 cards that will turn out to be 3 piles, and each pile will be a reading. But I'm going to sit and chat with you as I draw the cards for each pile. Or I won't, and I'll cut all of that I just said. Oh, we got 2 already. Can we get a 3rd? For what they should do for a career. Person who's listening, the person who needs that 3rd card. That's it. All right, what do we got? Ooh, nice, some royal court energy. Whoosh, yeah, that makes sense. The moon, unknown, right? Here we go, here we go. Still working on the glare issue. I've been traveling, as you know, if you're not your first time here. We're gonna try that. Okay, great. Excellent. Okay. She's such a professional. Okay, so we have for your choosing, pile number 1, the Knight of Cups. Pile number 2, the Page of Coins. And for pile number 3, we have the Moon. Okay, so whichever card is speaking to you, that is the card for your reading. So go ahead, don't think too hard, just look and let your eyes just land, let your heart just land, and that will be a reading, and I'll see you at the pile picking time. Pick your card. All right, let's choose some cards for all of you. We're going to be doing a tarot spread, and then I'm going to do some oracle cards to round everything out. What does pile number 1 need to know about their career? Hey man, come on. Oh, this one, okay. It lingered for just a split second. What does pile number 2 need to know about their career? What should they do for a career? What should they do for work? Pile number 3 do for work? What should pile number 3 do for a career? What career is right for them? It came out, but I don't think I can get back to it. Oh, there you go. 3, okay. And neon. I am going to set these aside though, because sometimes I end up pulling more as the reading goes on. This is the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. All my decks will be linked in the description below that I use. What does pile number 1 need to know? What does pile number 1? What should pile number 1 do for work? Is that all pile number 1 needs? Nope. 3. All right, that's how many you need there. Okay. What about pile number 2? What does pile number 2 need to know about work and career? What should pile number 2? My friends reading over there. No, come back. Secrets. That was a big card though, right? Yeah, 3 for you as well. What does pile number 3 need to know about their career? What should they do for work? I think those are your 3 cards, actually, right there. Cool. Hi, can we get a little organized? Thanks. Okay, and then lastly, because I can't help myself, we're going to ask the crows from the Urban Crow Oracle deck. What does pile number 1 need to know about their career and their work? What do they need to know? What does pile number 2 need to know for work and for their career? What do they need? What do they need to know? I think this one's been sticking out. And pile number 3, what do they need to know about their career? That was too many. One at a time, please. For work, what do they need to know for their career? Someone down here really wants to come and chat with you. Okay, all right. That's who we're going to be dealing with. These are all of our friends. Okay, so here we have, hi, oh my gosh, you were so nice and neat and organized. So, pile number 1, Scoot, thanks. And pile number 2, there's your little pile. Okay, and then we have pile number 3, if your tarot cards want to play. Nice. I just like when things are lined up and look good. Hey, please. That's why I get so upset when my camera framing is off, because I'm like, this is not the aesthetics I signed up for. Okay, there we go. Piles 1, 2, and 3. I will see all of you at your reading. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. Here is what you should do for a career or for work. My Knight of Cups here. This card will probably play a role in your reading. It always does. I always say it's just the card to get you here, but then it always plays a part, which is unsurprising given that it's the Knight of Cups. Like, I was not shocked to see our friend here. Okay, we drew these piles for you. You were there. Okay, we're gonna leave this here and we're gonna see what you should do for a career, what you should avoid, and some advice for you here. Just kind of what you should know. These guys up here, interesting. Wow, that's really interesting. Okay, come on, I need my space. Please give me my space. Big energy though, that's always cool. Oh, freaking glare, nice. Nice. I'm listening, so if I'm quiet, stand by. There's a hair. Irrelevant, but it was there. A poem. I should be a poet. I am so sorry about this glare. Like I said, I'm working on it. And then lastly from the Crow. All right, we're gonna do this thing. There we go. Now we all fit nicely. Okay, let's sit with this for a second and see. Okay. Pile number 1, I'm feeling like you're kind of on the brink of something. That's what I'm getting up here is there's a lot of, you've been thinking, you've been contemplating, not really like ready to take a super big leap in a whole brand new career or something like that, but like you've been thinking about things. You've been in your head about this. Actually, you've been in your heart about this, if that makes sense. You've been really thinking about this and kind of exploring it. And I'm getting the vibe that like it's time to explore it more seriously. It's time to actually consider, not just ponder, not just wonder, not just imagine what if, but to start actually doing some Googling, doing some asking around, a little more exploring. I think it's time for you to be doing that. Just kind of first of all is the initial message that's coming through for you. And if we narrow down the reading, I would narrow it down to this card because this is the what you should do for a career card, the 9 of Swords here, which looks a little scary, but like one of my main philosophies, don't panic. Okay. I'm feeling a lot of anxiety and things from this card, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you're anxious about this. You may be, but that's not the point of, that's not the message I'm here to give you. The message I'm here to give you is like, I think you're needing to help people, which is like, oh my gosh, the most vague thing I could say. Oh, you should help people. That's what you should do for a career. Like that can mean a lot of things. And it is a pick a card reading, but there's, it's still a collective. I just shortened this. I shrunk the collective by having you pick a card, so I can only give you so many details, but I'm definitely getting that you are the oracle up here, not the grieving Greeks down here. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is actually the Oracle of Delphi, which is super funny because I was literally just there. I'll try to remember to link the video, but anyway, I'm getting that you need to be, this is what you need to be. Look how zen, they're giving me the word zen. Like your zen is in calming people. Okay, so that could mean a variety of things, obviously, but like it's not just like being a doctor, it's not, you need to help people by running a charity. I'm specifically getting you need to be calming people. You need to be providing peace. That's the energy that I'm getting, is you need to be the anxiety squasher for other people, not in a way that is detrimental to your mental health. I mean in a professional capacity. So whether that is a life coach, it is a therapist, it could be honestly, it could also be yoga instructor, or there's something bigger coming, like a bigger, because it could also mean things in like bigger companies. It could be the person in HR that people go to with their problems, and you can figure it out, and you're the problem solver in that respect. So it could be in human resources. It could also be in like entertainment. If you are a writer, that provides a lot of peace for people. If you are a comedian, that can provide peace for people. If you have done things in your life that have provided people with peace. Yeah, see, I'm also getting that from the Unfinished Symphony card, this one with the glare that you can't even see at all. So this is the Unfinished Symphony. And this is really echoing that thing of the thing that you've done in the past that has given you a lot of peace and that has been helpful to other people and helped calm them and help them to feel better. Like, you need to get back to that. You didn't finish that. You weren't done yet. You should be doing that. And again, not in a way that's detrimental to your health and to your boundaries and to your life, okay? Like, there. We'll just keep my hand right there like an idiot this whole time. Anyway, I'm really getting that feeling here. These are really connecting for me that you need to be doing something that is not just helping people, because there's a lot of different ways to help people, but you need to be helping people in a way that is providing them peace and that is providing them empowerment and that is providing them just a calm. Okay, you're really going to be good at calming people specifically, and I think you know what I'm talking about, because it's something that you've started or that you used to do and that you have since left, and you might need to revisit the thing that you used to do that you felt was helpful to people. Okay, now the thing you should not do is oh my gosh, I'm literally getting the word investing, but I know that is not what they mean in terms of like the stock market. Yeah, it's a don't wait. It's time. I'm getting that from both of these cards here. So this is the 7 of coins. Okay. It's time for you to get moving on this. It's time. Like it's like reap what you sow, and you need to start the sowing so you can reap it. If you do not plant the seeds, there will be no harvest. And you're ready. That's what I'm getting from this card, is it is time to take a step up from imagining the what if I pursued a different career or a different thing, into actually exploring it. I'm not saying quit your job. I am never saying quit your job. Just to be clear, take what connects, leave the rest. But what I am saying is it's time to poke around a little bit, okay? It's time to do the Google searches. I think I said this already. You know, it's time to explore in more than a just watch other YouTubers doing it kind of way, or more than a just daydreamy kind of way. It's time to kind of make your daydream a reality and start exploring how you might do that. It's really, really time. A lasting message for you from the tarot here. Hold on, I just want to make sure that none of these guys have anything to say on that respect. Oh my gosh, I just got a giant wave of you're fooling yourself, which I think is coming from the crow over here, because we got the illusion card. Okay. So, yeah, whatever is stopping you. Yeah, okay, so these guys are coming in here. Okay, so the Empress here is saying that you need to nurture yourself a little more. You need to foster the hope and the dream that you can be a little happier in your career. However that may be, whether it's a new position, whether it's a new job, or a whole new career aspect, or whether it's just slightly different responsibilities at the job that you have. You know, if there's something that where you're going to be a little more helpful to other people, or, you know, to the whomever it is your business provides a business for, you know, like if you could be more helpful. And it may be really small shifts in that, but you need to start exploring that, and you need to start believing in yourself a little bit. And like really, like I'm getting foster the daydream, like foster the possibility, provide for that, like care for the fact, like for yourself, because these things can happen for you. And that's kind of where illusion comes in, is you may be believing that you cannot, and that is simply not true. You are absolutely deserving and absolutely capable of new and better things, and you really need to to care for yourself and fight for your dream a little bit. See, because we've got the Knight of Cups too, right? A knight, what does the knight do? They charge into battle, right? So yeah, I'm really getting the message of it is time, and it is definitely time to find the career where you're going to be helping with peace and calm. Okay, you really, and you can. You think that you're not able, but you are. Okay, and I feel like you have been, which also ties into Unfinished Symphony, but over here with Round and Round, I feel like you've kind of done this before in your head, to be clear, not that you've, and maybe you have found a new career and then you get there and then you do it for a little while and then you're tired of it and you need something new. Maybe that is what it is, but there is a cyclical thing here, and maybe that's in your head. Maybe it's not that it's in your head and it isn't real, but it's in your head in terms of you're at your job, you start thinking about doing something new, you start daydreaming, you're in a career, you kind of get in the routine, you figure it out, then you start to get in your head that there's something better, you start daydreaming, you start hating your life, you get kind of depressed, and then you crawl your way out of it, you realize your life is great and that you're fine and that you shouldn't complain and that you don't really need to be going after more, and then repeat. You find yourself comfortable in your job, then you start to get in a rut, then you start to daydream and think that things could be, like that's what I'm getting from it. And so it's like you need to really break the cycle of that. And I know that the question is, what should I do for my career? And I'm kind of just telling you what you should do, but leaving the career part out. But I'm really getting a strong sense that it's helping people and providing peace. Jobs that are, and it doesn't have to be in a public way. Like, it doesn't mean you have to go be a therapist. If you don't like working with people, that's not the job for you, because that's literally only working with people all the time. And so, but it doesn't mean that you can't study things that are going to help people, that you can't do scientific studies, that you can't be the administrative support of a therapist, and I mean, there's all kinds of jobs, and you need to find the way that you help people. And I think you have an idea of what that is. And that's where the To Be Fair card is, because To Be Fair is sitting here saying, I know that this seems unclear. Okay. It's understood that find a job where you're helping people is like literally every job on the planet almost. But there are things, and that's where To Be Fair comes in. You're told that you need to find a way to help people, find a way to provide peace for people, find a way to provide calm for people. You need to take action. You need to trust that you're deserving and that you can have more. The fact that you tell yourself is not true. It's time for action. It's time to stop daydreaming about it. It's time to go. I rattled on and forgot my point. Anyway, typical. But to be fair, like, there's an amount of work that you're going to have to do to tailor this to you, to what you need. Okay? You really need to start. Stop believing the illusion that you've told yourself. Stop repeating the cycle of, gosh, that's stupid glare. Stop repeating the cycle. I want this glare gone. There we go. Stop repeating the cycle, okay, of I don't deserve this, I'm miserable, I'll just stay here, now I'm depressed, okay, I found my way out, I like my life, things are great, I'm in a rut, I don't deserve better, blah, 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 blah. No more of that. It's time to do better. It's time to take better care of yourself, okay? But to be fair, it takes work. It's going to take research, it's going to take gumption, it's going to take a little bit of self-discipline in terms of how you speak to yourself, okay? It's going to take that, but you can do that. So find a career where you feel at peace and where you know that you are helping people find peace in whatever capacity that might be. So make sure you're there helping people with calm and helping people with peace and helping people with some zen that you're capable of. I hope this reading was helpful for you. If you made it this far into it, please consider subscribing to this YouTube channel. I do have a free email list in the description below. I do a psychic reading for the full moon, comes in your email inbox once a month. It is free, will always be free. It's in the description below. Thank you so much for being here. Take what connects, leave the rest. And until we meet again, embrace your crazy. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. Here is what you should do for a career or for work. We have drawn your cards a minute ago. Don't know what they are though. So let's see what you should be doing for work. Ooh, punchy. Got some oracle cards. Yeah. Ooh. Well, I'm listening because little snake man here has a lot to say to me already. Don't panic about the snake. That's not scary. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Interesting. I'm gonna kind of move these over here and give a little bit of this at the very end. Can we see everyone? Okay, yeah, I'm already hearing protect your peace. Like I'm already hearing that in my little bitty head. Okay, let's see everybody that we've got here. Ugh, I hate this angle so much. I apologize. I'm working on it. All right, pile number 2. I'm listening. Stand by for a second. Okay. I feel like you're at a crossroads. I feel like you're at this, I need to figure this out. Like I need to figure this out. Like there's some pressure on you. I feel like I'm feeling there's really an urgency. I'm kind of feeling. I'm feeling an urgency, but I'm also getting the message of you need to take it slow and like a one step at a time kind of vibe. Definitely not kind of vibe, definite vibe of one foot in front of the other, one step at a time. We don't have to decide everything right now. But what you should be doing for a career, where are you in a career right now? I need you to think about that. I need you to think about why. We're gonna pull more because you're being really quiet and that makes me suspicious. I don't usually have to do that, but like, it's like this is only half the message. Oh, thanks, man. You can do anything you want. Oh, no, okay, that is, okay, so, all right. Okay, it's smacked me in the face now, I get it. The world is your oyster. The world, okay, yay. But you've got the 2 of Swords here. Okay. Well, first of all, you have the Page of Coins, okay. This is a message that it is definitely time to be figuring this out. You consider this card validation that yes, this message for you right now is that you are right to be exploring, you are right to be deciding on the change, you are right to be deciding on what you want to be doing. Like you're right to be questioning things right now. But it's really left you between a rock and a hard place because you're kind of feeling like I need to figure this out, I need to make this decision, I need to do this, and that's kind of it's making things murky. Like I'm having trouble seeing through that, and that, which I think is why I had to pull another card, because what I'm getting from this is that you have a lot of opportunities even though you feel like you don't. So like you're so stuck on, well, should I stay or should I go? When it's like there's more options than that. So it may be that you need to not leave your current company or your current job or whatever. You need to ask for something different where you are. Ask for a promotion, ask for a different department, ask for different tasks, ask for different ways of doing things. Maybe also I'm getting side hustle. It may be the time to start a side hustle because like the big bad thing that you want to do is maybe not with the job that you're at right now. And so it's frustrating for me to hear, probably I can understand. It's frustrating to hear, well, don't leave your job. That's where you're supposed to be right now. When I'm not really saying that's where you're supposed to be, I'm saying you have more options than leave or don't leave. You have more options than start a business, don't start a business. You have more options of take new job opportunity, keep the job I'm at. You know, like there's more than two options. There are many possibilities for you. And so I think that it's important for you to pause. And that's kind of why I think building blocks is here, and also co-create, because you might need to be asking some people around you. If you're in therapy, ask your therapist, you know, if you have a very trusted friend or family member, explore some ideas with them. And again, I'm also feeling like the place that you are currently working, your current career has more opportunities than you're realizing. Your current career isn't the end. Like it's almost like you feel like you're at a dead end with it, and you're not. And that's what I'm getting. Deep knowing. But it is definitely a time of exploration for you. I'm seeing that. But I hate when this happens, when I ask for something really specific and it just will absolutely not give me the specific answer. And it's because there isn't one answer. But that drives me crazy. I'm already crazy. So I don't need more crazy. But that's so frustrating, and I hate having to deliver a message like that. But it's almost like you're asking the wrong questions. Because this card here, the 10 of Coins, is really telling me that you need to be a little better about enjoying the fruits of your labor. Like you need to see that you're at some kind of ending. It doesn't mean you're at the end of your career. It doesn't mean you're at the end of your time with the company you're with. It doesn't mean you're at the end of the time with the business you started. It's just you've completed a certain amount of your career. You've hit a milestone. You're reaching a milestone. There is a vibration and a feeling of completion and satisfaction. And I think that's where you're held up, is because you feel like you have to either leave and do something completely new, or just sit in the fact that it's completed and you can kind of just float along forever. And you've got more options than that, okay? But make sure you're talking to people about this. Maybe not your boss if you're planning on leaving, but maybe you have a really cool boss. That's cool with that. I don't know, but you really need to take it one step at a time, and you need to look at all of so I've got building blocks here. So you need to take this one step at a time, but you also need to look at, so she's standing on this cubicle tower situation, but you can see that each of these are individual blocks, right? It's like Tetris or a Jenga tower, right? It's like, and all these little pieces that make her. So like you're missing a lot of details because you're looking at the big picture. You need to like zone in a little bit and look at the smaller picture. You've been thinking about the big picture for so long that, and again, yeah, deep knowing right here. Okay, you need to go deeper, not wider, not further back, not different. You need to think a little, what are you missing? Like you know the answer, but you don't know you know the answer, which is an awesome thing to hear. I hear you screaming at me. I can hear you screaming at me. I know. I do also want to say that it's going to be really important for you to avoid that feeling of, so you've come to this completeness, but there's a sense of ego that comes with that, a sense of, haha, look what I did, which you should be proud of your work, and you should 100% take pride in what you've done and pat yourself on the back and admire yourself for what you have accomplished in your career and in your professional life and in all of the jobs and in all of the work that you've done your whole life. They're very good things. You have done great work. Know that. But don't let that lead you to complacency, okay? Is complacency the word? Stagnation. Don't let that lead you to stagnation. Don't let it inflate. Let it uplift you, okay? So like the snake here, the devil, okay? There we go. Sorry. Don't be tempted to sit and do nothing. And that's also kind of what the Two of Swords is saying here. It's saying don't do nothing, do something, but you have more than two possibilities. Go or stay, okay? There's more to it than that. And I'm a sacred space over here. So yeah, okay, so sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. So just make sure that your satisfaction in a job well done and your desire to do more doesn't inflate your ego and cause arrogance, because that's going to close a lot of doors for you. So don't be tempted to let that inflate your ego. Let the job well done and let your experience lift you up to something more, not blow you up to smithereens, okay? I think that's going to be really important, because we come from a culture where we don't, we're taught to be humble. We're taught, don't brag about your accomplishments and things like that. And you should absolutely brag about your accomplishments. But don't let the fact that you have accomplishments, don't let the fact that you have accomplished a lot, don't allow that to say no to opportunities. Because you have a lot of opportunities, okay? A lot of possibilities. And maybe something is gonna, oh, sorry, I bumped you. Maybe something's gonna feel below you. Like maybe you're gonna be offered a position at work that you feel is like a demotion, or maybe you're going to, you want to go do something new, but it feels like you're taking a step backwards. Re-examine that. Definitely re-examine why you feel like that's going backwards, or why you feel like that is a step down. Because it might just be your ego, because you've done so much. Okay? You've done a lot. A lot. And that's nothing to be humble about. That's something you should be proud of. But don't let it stop you from reaching for something because your ego says, oh, you're better than that. And maybe you are better than that, but that doesn't mean that it's not where you should be. I hope that is making sense. I feel like that is a lot of just like random mumbo jumbo and not at all the answer you were looking for. So sacred space up here is again something telling me that the place you are has more opportunity than you realize. There's a different position. There is a different department. There is a different client. There's a different service within the realm of where you already are somewhere. I'm going to try to narrow this down for you, and I'm looking and I'm listening. There's a lot of people in these. There's a person here, person. I mean, all of these have of my tarot cards, but like this one doesn't have a people. There's no people in this one. But there's lots of people and lots of happy people. You've made a lot of people happy. That's something to consider with what you should do for work. You're also good in your head. Deep knowing, building blocks. Co-create also. So you could be doing something that is like in a brainstorming capacity with other people. Collaboration, that's the word, it just came. Collaboration. See what the collaboration, look at how happy everyone is here, right? You're a part of that. You might want to continue being a part of that. Because like if you look at the difference between these two cards here, like this person is not super stressed but solemn. There's not a happiness and a joy here. And there's a happiness and a joy here, and they're with other people. Okay, they're with someone else. And like even this page here who's bringing you your message of yes, it's time to, you know, explore a new job. It's time to explore a new situation, whether it's at a different company or not, or a different business or a different service or a different realm, whatever. You know, this little page is with her friends here, right? She's not alone, okay? And we have co-create. And we have, I don't think I even showed you this card fully. It's got a lot going on, and that cheetah and owl are really kick butt, and I like them a lot. Anyway, you've got co-create and building blocks here, okay? And like she's alone, but there's a lot of things here, okay? And I think even the crows here are saying, you know, like they're together. And maybe it's one other person you need to work with. Maybe it is time you become a mother. I don't know. Is that, you know, is it like, well, is it time for me to start a family? Maybe that's what this is saying. Maybe it's saying your role is something with another person. What you need to do for work is something with another person or people. Whatever that means to you. I know that's a confusing message, but it is the best I can offer you because you have so many opportunities that like I can't narrow this down, and I think that you don't feel that way. And it's really important for you to understand that there are a lot of opportunities around you. You just kind of need to open your eyes. And that's why this is sacred space here. Like sacred space, right? Not random place that you are. It's special. The position that you are currently in is special. Not the position at work, I mean your life position, the season of time that you are in, this exploratory mode, this drive to find the next thing. That's a special moment that you're in. You're on the brink. But you're missing the opportunity because you're so focused on this or that. So what you should do for work is something with other people or one other person. You know, if you've been like, hey, my friend and I have been talking about starting this business our whole lives, you know, maybe it's time to explore that. Maybe it's time to start that side hustle because that's a great opportunity. But that doesn't mean you have to quit your job, right? It's not, do I quit my job and start a business, or do I forget the business and stay with my job? It's like, it's not a this or that. There's more possibility for you. And I think that is your message, okay? Keep that in mind. It's everywhere. Really open your eyes and deep knowing. Get, you know. But don't let your ego make you think that you're too good for things, because you never know what an opportunity is going to provide for you. All right. Okay. I hope this was helpful. If you've made it this far into your reading, please consider subscribing to this YouTube channel. I'd love to have you. I do have a free email list in the description below. I send a psychic reading out every full moon to your email. It's free. Thank you so much for being here. As always, take what connects, leave the rest. And until we meet again, embrace your crazy. Hello, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. We drew cards for you. Don't know what they are. They've all been face down. We're going to see what you should be doing for work, for your career. I'm gonna put this down. I've got this nasty glare. I'm trying to figure it out. Ooh. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm already getting this protection vibe. Like, you need to be doing something with protection. Now let's go this way. Changing the wind. You are feeling the change. Oh, time to get out of our comfort zone. How fun for you. Oh, this angle is so horrific. I hate everything. Okay, there we go. All right, this is where we're gonna land. Okay, all right, I'm already getting like, there's a lot of retreating going on for you, and that needs to stop. That needs to stop. It's time to like make decisions and take action. It is not time to just keep sitting around in the unknown and just getting in your own head about it. It is time to exit that. And it is time to... I'm really getting like a, oh my gosh, like a law enforcement vibe, but like don't freak out. I'm not saying you should go and become a police officer. There are all kinds of jobs that help protect people, and you need a career doing that. That's what you should be doing right now, is something with protecting, whether that is protecting people's things. I don't know. Maybe you need to go work in insurance. I don't know. Law enforcement, insurance, protection. Oh, you know what? Even like medical, you know, doctors are protecting people from diseases. They're protecting people from staying sick. They're protecting people. Their healing is a form of protection, you know, because they're kind of, you know, in that respect, I'm definitely getting that message of it can mean that. It could also mean like, man, I'm just really getting this, like, I'm seeing search and rescue people, I'm seeing firefighters, I'm seeing paramedics and EMTs and nurses, I'm seeing the miners rescuing people trapped underground. I'm seeing all kinds of these like life-saving things. And I'm not saying you need to go save a bunch of people's lives, but I'm definitely getting all kinds of like flashes of that. That's so funny. I mean, it's not funny. It's just interesting because none of the readings were that clear. You were the only one that got like, you need to be doing something that is protecting people, whatever that means to you. And so you definitely need to kind of avoid isolation. You need to avoid an isolating job. You know what I mean? Well, maybe you don't need to avoid. It's not that you can't have like a work from home computer job, because you can. Maybe you're in cybersecurity. Okay, that's protecting people. Or some other variety of that, even if it is writing insurance policies or just writing how-to books about, you know, how to keep yourself safe from whatever it is, like how your skill set needs to be used for protecting people. It's just so clear to me. Like you have that. Yeah, and it's so time to make a decision on this. It's time. I'm not saying that there's like an urgency. I'm not saying there's a pressure or a timer. You know what I mean? Like it's not like the sands of time are running out. I mean, they are for everyone. That's not just you. But like, I'm definitely getting it's time to kind of do something. It's time to start exploring how you can use your experience and use your skill set to protect people. So the Four of Coins here is just very like, oops, okay, there we go. Okay, see, and like a lot of times this can mean like overprotection, but like I immediately got the energy from this of you need to be this vulture man. This is Vulture's wife, that he's very overprotecting, but you need to be this, not this. Okay, I don't know if you need to go into social services. I don't need to, maybe you need to be a lawyer, you know, but there is a way that you are really legitimately protecting people in whatever capacity that may be, you know. And so you really need to this is the what you should avoid card. Okay, and it's not a time for deep dark self-reflection. It's time to step out. See, we've got territory here with the crows. Okay, it's time to step out. step out of your territory, out of that comfort zone, okay? It's time to step out of this comfort zone and like fly free, all right? It's time to do the work. Chop wood is always the do the work card, right? It's time to stop thinking, start doing, start chopping the wood so that you can build a house, okay? You can't build a house if it's still a standing tree. You gotta cut the tree down, chop the wood. Don't cut a tree down though, I like trees, okay? And it's, see, a change in the wind. It's time. The wind has shifted. You know that. There's been a shift, okay? It's time to not be in the unknown anymore. You need to step out. That's exactly what this is saying, okay? This is the messenger to say it's time, okay? It's time to not necessarily get out of your head, because your head's where your brain, you need to use your brain, but you need to use it. You need to stop just sitting with it. It's time to utilize it, and it's time to take some action, and it's going to give you a lot of peace right there. Like, it's so just cut and dry for you. None of the other readings today were like that. Yours was very cut and dry, okay? Like, this one's not even going to take me as long as everybody else's, because it is so just punching me in the friggin' throat with how the time of not really knowing what you should do is over, and it's time to start figuring it out. Okay, so you need to start hitting Google. You need to start hitting, Indeed.com or whatever, and see what's out there. See where you can be protecting people, because that's where you need to be. You need to be out there protecting people. It's gonna give you so much peace. Okay? You're gonna be this Zen egg in a meadow with a dove flying over you and rose petals. Okay? The life of a protector is not always an easy one. I'm going to tell you that, because you've also got, that's another part of doing the work here, is like, it's not an easy thing to do. So not everyone can do it, but you can. It's going to be really important for you, though, to find how. Okay, I can't give you the how, because it's still a collective reading. I wish I could give you that detail, but I think you know. You can take what you know how to do and take the experience you have and see where you can apply that in a realm, in an industry, in a new position, in something, in a way that's going to be protecting people and helping to keep people safe, helping to keep people healthy, helping to keep people happy. Okay, that's what protection really is. It's keeping you safe, it's keeping you happy, it's keeping you good, So you need to find a way to use the skills that you have, or the skills that you are gaining, or the skills that you want to get. How can you use that to help people stay happy and stay safe? So find your career in a place that's going to be protecting people, whatever that means for you. I hope this was helpful for you. I'm really feeling really strongly about this. So really you need to, and it can be unconventional, okay? It really can be unconventional in how you're protecting people. Like I said, insurance, a lawyer, those are people protecting people, okay? It's not just go out there pulling people over like a police officer. Don't go be a vigilante. Find what your skill sets are and see how you can use them to help people stay safe. That's your message. That's it. That's what you should be doing for a career. Again, I hope this was helpful for you. Take what connects, leave the rest. I do have a free email list in the description below. I send a free psychic reading with the full moon every month. You can sign up in the description below. Thank you so much for being here. Now go and embrace your crazy.